Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of the Montreal Canadiens franchise series here on the channel. We're sitting here a couple days right before the trade deadline, and I left you guys in the last episode with a really important question. It was whether we should trade for Nicholas Sontag. And a couple of you guys actually left some comments, which I really appreciated. Let me show you guys out. The first comment was IC. He said definitely try for Sontag with salary retained if possible. And he said he'd be one of the best goal scorers Montreal have seen in years. So definitely I agree with him. Also, the second comment, it was Hippolito Dolores. I'm not exactly sure how to say your name, sorry, bud. But he said yes, trade for Sontag. So unanimously, two people have said to trade for Sontag. He's still on the trade block. So we're going to add him. And then another question that I should have let you guys know was whether to trade Forsberg or Jonathan Drouin. I think I'm going to trade, Philip Forsberg. Jonathan Drouin is an original from our team. Him and Price, I think, are the only remaining players. The original Habs when we took over. So I would like to keep him for a little more. Hopefully maybe retire with the Habs. I think he's currently the captain right now. So I think we're going to trade Forsberg. He also makes a lot more money than, not a lot, but he makes $1.6 million more than Jonathan Drouin. So we're going to include Forsberg here. The trade value is actually not that far off. We're going to retain salary, like I said. We're going to retain half of his salary, so we're going to have Sontag for, I think, 2 or 3 more years at 7.114, I think it was when we checked. So we'll just double check again here. For some reason, it's going really slow, but yeah, 50% of his salary, 7.117 actually. Sontag is almost all the way up to the max trade value. Forsberg has some pretty good value as well, but let's keep in mind that we're retaining some salary, so it'll take a little bit more than that. Who else did we say we were going to include? Anthony, I believe, as well. Right? Or let's see if we can include somebody else here. Maybe this Shishkinov guy. Ivan Shishkinov or Holmgren. Or Eakin. Let's try Eakin, actually. Low elite, 72. And then we can maybe try... I don't want to get rid of Austin, even though he was a player that we were looking to give away last time. Maybe not. If we can make it go through without giving away Austin. Forsberg, Eakin, and a second for Sontag. Let's see if this would work. We're not comfortable retaining the salary you're asking us to keep. We're rejecting this deal. All right. Let's see. Maybe... I don't know if this has to only do with just the value that we're giving them back, or would they be willing to what's it called? Accept the trade if this is what we gave them. So Anthony is a player that we actually picked up in the 3rd round a few years back. 55 though only. Actually, not a few years back, last year. But let's just try this. Forsberg and Anthony for Sontag. Let's see if this would work. Trade rejected. We are saving salary to re-sign our pending free agents. We are not comfortable taking an extra salary at the moment. So this is going to be a little bit more complicated than I expected, guys. I'm going to try and maybe wiggle around some salary cap. We might have to trade Forsberg for a young player, and then Anthony and that young player that we get for Sontag. We'll see, though. Just give me a second. All right, guys. So trying to have a little workaround here to try and get Forsberg to another team, and then get basically an entry-level contract player to get Sontag. If this doesn't work through, kind of like a 3-way deal or something, but if this doesn't work through, this doesn't go through, I mean, and if, let's say I give up Morrison and a prospect for Sontag, if that doesn't work, then I'm screwed and I just have Morrison. But let's just give it a try. I think this would go through. Forsberg and a second rounder for Morrison. See if this would happen. Trade rejected. Oh, okay. We don't know. The value is just not sufficient at all. So if we give them a first rounder, then I think this will be worth more. Let's just try that. Trade rejected. Alright, so I don't want to overpay either. Maybe one of our goalies here. They are interested in some of our goalies, so Chorus. Or, yeah, Chorus. Let's just give Chorus. Damn, that's a lot of value here, though. Chorus and Forsberg for Morrison. If this doesn't go through, I'll be cheesed, guys. So, let me see here. They also need some goalie prospects, so I'm going to try and get back some draft picks as well of my own. So, a couple thirds. Let's see if this would go through now. Forsberg and Chorus for Morrison. Let's see. Trade accepted. Alright. So it seems to be a sweet proposal on their end. That's alright. I'm not going to play around with the lines right now because we're going to try and get Sontag now. So now we go back to Vegas, guys. And Sontag is still here. So unfortunately we lost that Chorus goalie, which was really unfortunate, but we got this, where is he? Morrison. He has more value than Forsberg already. And, yeah, we're going to need to save up some cash here. So hopefully, if we can't save up 50%, then I may, like, bring it down to 20 or something, but let's see. Ideally, it would be clutch if they would want to do 50, right? I mean, they're not getting any big contract back, so they can sign their players. So let me see here. Let's try it. Just 1 for 1. Okay, the offer is woefully insufficient, but at least it didn't mention anything regarding what's it called. I can't think right now. They didn't mention anything about the salary cap, that they want to save money to sign anybody in the salary cap. So let's try and include a couple low elites potentially. I think I was trying to include this Eakin guy. Eakin and Morrison for Sontag. Maybe I can include my first round pick. I mean, it's reaching. It's a big reach here, but yeah, 2025. What did I include anyways? I don't even remember. Actually, I didn't include anything. Okay, a second round pick and Eakin. Let's see if this would go through for Nicholas Sontag. Trade rejected. Okay, so this deal will work for the Vegas Golden Knights, but in our current situation, we're not comfortable retaining the salary you're asking us to keep. We're rejecting this deal. So, no, I'm like really cheesed right now, but let's see. If we ask them to retain 35% of the salary, let's see if this would go through. Morrison and Eakin for Sontag. Let's see if this would work out. Trade rejected. Still the same thing. Are you kidding me? So they definitely don't want to retain any salary. So if we ask them to even retain $4 million, let's see if this would happen. Could this go through? Trade rejected. Wait, what? We appreciate the changes that you made. Okay, but it's not enough. So if we actually add the second rounder again, let's see if this would go through. Let's add our second rounder because I think it's worth a little less. Trade accepted. So we did get Nicholas Sontag. After all of this work, guys, we ended up getting him. The best, potentially could be one of the best goal scorers in Montreal Canadiens franchise history. He could go up with the Rockard, Guy Lafleur, and all those players as one of the best goal scorers in Montreal Canadiens franchise history. So now we have to add the man, the myth, the legend. Where is he? Where the hell is he? Do we have to bring him up? I don't know what happened there, but we just made that go through, which is insane, guys. Sontag, yeah, perfect. Yeah, if we call him up, he doesn't have to go through waivers, of course, but there we go. Now we're actually gonna make the line changes, guys, and I'll bring you guys back once I have that ready. So just give me a couple minutes. Alright, guys, you guys can see the brand new lineup with Nicholas Sontag in the forward court here. We're gonna pair him up with Sagan and Laxinen for now. We're demoting Jonathan Drouin to the second line. If it doesn't work, then I would move Sontag here and then Drouin here and then just put Laxinen with them. But in the meantime, I'm gonna just keep Sontag with Sagan and Laxinen, and then the second line has Drouin, Kotkaniemi, and Suzuki. Hopefully, Kotkaniemi can continue to produce. I think he's almost a point per game. I think he has 56 points. There we go. So hopefully he can continue to perform and produce there. He's actually has a pretty good line with Forsberg there in the second, but we needed to get Sontag, so there we go. Sontag in the second line. In the first line power play, and then Laxinen, Glebov, and Suzuki in the second. Sontag again. So Sontag is basically everywhere, guys, which I'm really stoked. And yeah, I think this is the only thing that I'm going to do, guys. I did lose, unfortunately, a second round, but I picked up 2/3, so hopefully that can make up for it. I do have another second round as well. So let's see. Let's just start simulating, guys. We're going to get past the trade deadline, and then this episode won't be too long, I think. The main purpose of this episode and the reason why I ended the last episode was to let you guys chime in regarding if we should get Sontag, and you guys let me know. 2 of you guys wanted me to get him, so that's exactly what we're doing, and I think we might as well simulate. We're going to do a couple weeks at a time again, so all the way up to this Ottawa Senators game, simulate up to this day. Hopefully we can continue to win. We have a game against the Devils on trade deadline day, and I think we pick up the W 8-5. Holy crap. Alright, perfect. 4-1 win. I should have checked actually how many goals Sontag had. I think he had 36, so we'll see how many goals he picked up after a couple weeks of being with us. We won 3 games, sorry. Repo has been injured, so assistant coach replaces player. We've actually had 3 wins and then 1 shootout loss and 1 regular lost. We are 40, 19, and 10. Let me see how many points Sontag has now. 72 points for Sagan, so over a point per game. The man is still producing. It looks like he is playing really well with Sagan there, or with Sontag. I don't know how many goals Sontag had. I thought he had 36, but it says that he has 33, so maybe he was 26. I don't know. But Laxinen has 30, which is crazy. But let's remember that Sontag has 33 goals, guys. We're gonna do a couple more weeks at a time. We've been performing well though, which I'm really happy about. So let's see, a couple weeks at a time. Simulate up to this Tampa Bay Lightning game. We win 5-2 against the Senators. We beat 8-3 the Boston Bruins. 2 wins in a row there. Repo is back. We'll just continue. Shootout win against the Canucks, I think it was. Let's see the draft. So we actually have uncovered a few more of these top prospects, which is good. Last time, if you guys remember, we didn't have really anybody scouted. Let's see if we have any gems or busts here. A few gems, actually. 1, 2, 3 gems and 2 busts. So that's great news, guys. But that's not our focus right now. We just need to focus on winning games and going into the playoffs on a roll here. We lose against the Flyers and the Penguins, actually 2 games in a row. 3 games in a row if we count that shootout loss. So we didn't end up well. That sequence there of 2 weeks. We're 6-3-1 in our last 10 games. Let's see if Sontag had any goals. I'm assuming he did. Hopefully he was at 33 last time, so he was at 36. So he's actually not scoring as well as I want him to. Sagan, though, is completely tearing it up with 80 goals. 80 points, 34 goals. Even though Sontag only has 36, he's our highest goal scorer, so hopefully he can continue to shoot a lot and get some goals here to end the season and to start the playoffs. So I'm going to do some in-game simulations. The first one will be against the Tampa Bay Lightning, just to see how our new team simulates here, guys. So first period, 1-0, Nicholas Sontag, there we go. 18-7 the shots. Second period, 1-0 still, 26-16 the shots. Third period, 1-1, Palat scores. Come on, guys, let's win here in overtime. We don't in a shootout? We do. Dubnyk and Durant score, Kucherov scores on Price. So actually, another thing that I wanted to note was that we beat Sontag's Vegas Golden Knights last year, so he's coming back to join us in that deal. It's pretty crazy. After losing to us in the finals, it kind of reminds me of Marian Hossa when he was playing on the Penguins and went to the Detroit Red Wings the next year. But hopefully that doesn't happen like Hossa, because Hossa lost the second time when he was in the finals. Hopefully this time for Sontag, we can get a big W for him and make it all the way to the Stanley Cup Finals and win the Cup eventually. So we have another in-game simulation here against the Philadelphia Flyers. Let's see, first period. 1-1, Eklund and Lafreniere score. 12-8 the shots. Come on, let's have a better second. 1-1 again, so we're not scoring a lot here when I'm doing the in-game simulation. A couple times when I was doing the fast simulation, we scored 8 goals. But hopefully we can have a big third period and win the game here, guys. Third period, 1-1 still again. Come on, overtime. 1-1 again. Is it going to go to a shootout? And we win in a shootout again. Jonathan Drouin scores for us. So at least we're winning these tight games, which I like. We have 103 points. We've actually overtaken the first place in the Atlantic Division, which is good. I think we are second in the whole NHL, tied second with the Dallas Stars. So let's keep it up here, guys. We've won 2 games in a row doing in-game simulation, so why not? Let's keep it going here. It'll be really interesting, though, to do in-game simulations with Nicholas Sontag in the lineup. I think our team is looking really good, and I don't see too many teams being better than us. We're really complete. We have 2 90 overall players in the D core. We have a 95 and a 90 and an 87, and a player in Laxton that plays like a 90, also in our forward core group, and then we have a 90 overall goaltender that has won back-to-back Vezinas. So I think we are the team to beat. Hopefully we can win a third Stanley Cup. I'm putting all my eggs into one basket to try and win the Stanley Cup this year once again. So first period here against the Florida Panthers, 2-0. Laxton and O'Brien score on Samsonov. 10-5 the shots. We're killing it so far. Let's have another second period. 5-1 actually. Laxton, Sagan, and Drouin score. Ivany scores on Price. 22-17 the shots. Third period. 5-5. Are you kidding me? Barkov, Kobasu, Eberle, and Ivany score. 30-29 the shots. What in the world just happened there? I don't know, but I don't think I've ever seen Price blow a 4-goal lead in my life. But overtime, can we get a W here? And Ekblad score, so they actually come back and win the game. I'm not gonna do any in-game simulations anymore, guys. Pretty tough loss there. At least we picked up a point. Tampa Bay can maybe catch us. They can get to 104 points. So all we need is to get. No, sorry, they have 4 more games. Sorry, so they can actually catch us. Never mind, forget what I just said. So yeah, let's just keep winning so we can get the Atlantic Division title here. But that's not our main focus, but we'll see. Let's simulate up to this Tampa Bay Lightning game. It'll be a really important game. Can we win against the Detroit Red Wings? 3-2 win, perfect. Marcus Christensen has been injured. It's assistant coach replaced player for now. Ottawa, we beat Ottawa 4-3 in a shootout, and then we have the last game against the Tampa Bay Lightning. So if you guys remember, I think in the last episode, Tampa Bay had I think a 6-point lead over us. So after getting Sontag, we've actually done very, very well in my opinion. So let me see the point getters again. See if Sontag has scored more goals. Actually 38. He surpassed Kotkaniemi at the second. Well, he hasn't surpassed him, but he's tied with him as the second best point getter on our team. And what's it called? So yeah, 71 points for Kotkaniemi and Sontag, 38 goals since we last checked on Sontag. So that's very good. 38 goals for Seguin as well. Hopefully one of them can get to 40 goals. That would be nice. If not, I want us to beat Tampa Bay. Well, we already clinched the division title, which is nice. But let's just end the season in a good note here with a W. Let's see here, guys. First period, 2-0. So Price is a net, unfortunately, and he got scored on twice. I was kind of hoping that it would be Frolov, since it's the last game of the season. We have the Atlantic Division wrapped up, but no worries. 2-0 for Tampa Bay. Second period, 4-1. Laxinen scores for us. Point, and Tarasenko is now in Tampa Bay. That's crazy. 23-19 the shots for them. Third period, can we come back? We don't. 6-2. Lindholm scores for us. But Carey Price allows another 2, so kind of a disappointing season, or end of the season there. Well, last game of the season, I should say. Seguin had 86 points, so is that his best point performance season with us? Let me see here. And actually, Sontag didn't have a point in the last game, but Kotkaniemi did, so he finishes as the second best point getter with 72 points. That's really good for him after not really scoring too many goals. I think this is actually the best season by Tyler Seguin. Yeah, I think this is his best season in his whole career. Yeah, 86 points is his best season in his whole career, but definitely not the most goals scored, but definitely the most points for Tyler Seguin. Great news here. 7 game-winning goals, 18 power play goals, 35 power play points. That's incredible, guys. Incredible news. It's nice to see that after re-signing Tyler Seguin, he just tears it up like this. Kotkaniemi, his coming out season, 15 goals, 57 assists for 72 points. I was hoping for him to get 20 goals, but it didn't happen. No worries. 106 shots. I want him to shoot it more, but that's all right, guys. 15 goals. It's decent. Sontag, 71 points. Laxinen, 68, 37 goals. So our team is clicking, guys, but you know what? The playoffs is what's going to matter the most. We've had trouble in the regular season, and we've won the Stanley Cup, so the regular season doesn't really matter anything. It's about how you perform in the Stanley Cup playoffs. So let's see who we're going to be facing in the Stanley Cup playoffs in the first round. Let's see. Guess we got to simulate a couple more days. And it's going to be the Washington Capitals. Wow. All right. So let's see. Let's view their lines really quickly here. And we'll see how good they are. So they have Teuvo Teravainen, Kuznetsov, and Jacob Vrana, who's currently injured, I think. Nemesnikov, Quinton Byfield. All right. So he was actually a target that we were looking to get. But we didn't get it, and we actually stayed with Seguin. He actually scored 69 points. Pretty decent. 332 shots, which is crazy. He definitely shoots a lot. He shoots the puck a lot, so that's good. But he would have been a good player to get for sure. He was a free agent, but that makes 6.290. But you know what? Tyler Seguin has helped us win Stanley Cup, so the least we could do was offer him another contract. So, and Buchnevich is the second line. Hoffman, Nugent Hopkins, Wilson, the third. Connolly, Shore, and Gilbert Langlois make up the fourth line. Bowie, Carlson. Carlson looks like he's dropped a lot. Mike Riley, Dmitry Orlov, Jared McCann, and Alexiev round up the D-core there. And then let's see their goalies. Braden Holtby, 87. And Merzlinkis, whoever that guy is the backup goalie. And then they have Anthony Duclair, Janmark, and Lucas Johansson. Or Johansson, Ryan Johansson's brother. as the scratch players. So that's their team, guys. I'll show you our lines again really quickly. Just a forward group and the decor. So this is how we're looking. I'm actually gonna. I don't know why O'Brien was here. Glebov is supposed to be here. And then the decor is this is how it's looking. And yeah, guys. So let me know what you guys think. If you guys think that I overpaid for Sontag, like I said, I wanted to trade Austin and either Forsberg or Duran to Vegas, but Vegas didn't want to take on all the whole contract, so I guess I needed to trade Forsberg for a young entry-level contract player, and then trade that entry-level contract player to Vegas, and Vegas only retained like I think 25 or 20% of Sontag's salary. It's still decent though for us. Let's see how much he makes. He makes $10 million instead of 14, so they're still retaining almost $4 million a year, and that is $2.5 million more than what Forsberg was making. So I think it is a decent trade for us. Like I said, I was hoping for them to retain half of his salary, so we would get Sontag at $7 million. But it didn't happen, guys. But I'm still really happy. I think we have a good chance to win the Stanley Cup this year once again. So let me know what you guys think, guys, and leave a comment if you guys enjoyed the video, and also leave a like to show the support. Leave some suggestions as well, guys. And I'll see you in the next one for the round 1 against the Washington Capitals. Thanks for watching.